My dear British native friends, my dear brothers and sisters in Christ, you may believe it or not, but the Islamic religion is on the verge of extinction. But first of all, let's remind ourselves the words addressed to Peter the Apostle by Jesus himself. And I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell will not overcome it. Matthew 16, verses 18. The address of the Son of God cannot give rise to any ambiguity. And let me add that we are undoubtedly talking about the original church, one, Saint, Catholic, Apostolic, and Roman, the 2,000 years old church. Strengthened by this certainty, we the Christians can march resolutely towards the kingdom. The religion of Islam cannot lead to the kingdom of heaven. This is an absolute conviction. Thinking otherwise is pure heresy. Moreover, a pedophile prophet who goes to the middle of the desert to have a rather disturbing nightly sexual experience is certainly not the way, the truth, and the life. What is happening actually is that thousands of Christians bring to light, reveal, expose, uncover one of the greatest lies of the last 1500 years, the Islamic religion. By raising hundreds of incongruities of this false religion on internet, the Christians of the Western civilizations erode and undermine the foundations of this satanic cult. This entirely human creation looks like a building ready to implode as its bedrock suffers repeated attacks from the demolition workers. Like an old building that has had its day, Islamic religion must collapse in order to make way for the indestructible and eternal church of the Son of God. No redemption, no salvation, and no salvation, no accession to the kingdom of heaven. Here's a passage of the Bible. Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. John 14, verse 6. The Islamic religion and the Catholic religion cannot coexist indefinitely, and Satan knows it perfectly. This is why the Muslim invasion of Great Britain is fundamentally a desperate act from the light bearer in order to vaporize the toxic inhalations of apostasy throughout the island. But the good news is that it won't work, as the bugle has just sounded the alarm clock. We are not talking of the trumpets of the end of times, but undoubtedly of the clarion which announces the end of the recess. My friends, the most powerful opposition to this Muslim madness comes from the spiritual level. We must not doubt this reality in any way. You must intensify your prayers and benefit from the underestimated strength of the sacraments. Here's another passage of the Bible. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Ephesians 6, verses 12 and 13. I so declare unequivocally that the Islamic religion is in reality skillfully articulated by Satan and his apostate angels, supported by a horde of demons. Didn't they say somewhere in the Bible that they were legion? And say that God originally created those supernatural individuals for happiness? They surely missed the boat. Let's finish with a passage of the Bible. For the Lord your God is the one who goes with you to fight for you against your enemies to give you victory. Deuteronomy 20, verse 4. Have a great and